forest tree, sitting all together as happy as could be. Someone saw their feathers and took them all away. Only 4 beautiful parrots got to stay. 4 beautiful parrots really liked that tree. Someone cut it down. Now there are 3. 3 beautiful parrots didn't know what to do. Along came a bulldozer. Now there were 2. 2 beautiful parrots weren't having much fun. Along the forest started burning. And now there is 1 lonely parrot didn't have a place to stay. His home, the rainforest, has gone away. In the Amazon rainforest, it is very hot, and in that heat, everything grows and grows and grows. The tops of the trees in the rainforest are called the canopy. The canopy is a sunny place that touches the sky. The animals that live there like lots of light. Colorful parrots talk from tree to tree, monkeys leap from branch to branch. The bottom of the rainforest is called the understory. The animals that live in the understory like darkness. Their silent snakes purr around hanging vines, graceful jaguars watching them. And in that steamy environment, the great Kapok tree shoots up through the forest and emerges above the canopy. This story is about a community of animals that live in one such tree in the rainforest.
We all need peace of jungle, tree to climb and vine to carry us home. Yes, yes, the jungle is home. We all need peace of jungle, space to clear and place for making new home. Yes, yes, the jungle is home. Home to orchid, home to moth, home to treetop, snake and sloth, lemur and mariki swing high. Under same blue sky, same tree, same sweet breeze. We all need peace of jungle, fruit to eat and nest of family at home. Yes, yes, the jungle is home. We all need peace of jungle, thatch for roof and rain to hurry us home. Yes, yes, the jungle is home. Home to cheetah, home to bat, home to human wearing hats, monkey and machete swing high. Under same blue sky, same tree, same sweet breeze. We all need peace of jungle, peaceful little piece of jungle. Every piece of jungle is someone's home. Someone's home. Someone's home. Someone's home.
Home then walked into the rainforest. Moments before the rainforest had been alive with the sound of squawking birds and howling monkeys. The owls cried as the creatures watched the 2 men and wondered why they had come. The larger man stopped and pointed to a great kapok tree. Then he left.
The smaller man took the axe he carried and struck the trunk of the tree. Whack, whack, whack. The sounds of the blows rang through the forest. The wood of the tree was very hard. Chop, chop, chop. The man wiped off the sweat that ran down his face and neck. Whack, chop, whack, chop. Soon the man grew tired. He sat down to rest at the foot of the great kapok tree. Before he knew it, the heat and hum of the forest had lulled him to sleep.
Allow me to introduce myself. You probably don't know me. See, I don't get out that much. I just sit in my pretty tree. Sit in my pretty tree. Eating tasty bamboo. Sit in my pretty tree. Eating sweet bamboo. My mom was a giant panda. My pop was a panda too. There used to be lots of pandas, but now there are very few. Sitting in pretty trees, eating tasty bamboo. Sitting in pretty trees, eating sweet bamboo. Do you hear that funny sound? What could it be so nearby? It shakes the ground under my pretty tree. We live in the bamboo thicket with nothing but rain to fear. We play in the swaying branches, we're all very happy here. Sitting in pretty trees, eating tasty bamboo. Sitting in pretty trees, eating sweet bamboo. There it is again, that funny sound. What could it be so nearby? It shakes the ground under my pretty tree. Look, a strange little beast with something in his paws coming into view. I hope he likes bamboo. Allow me to introduce myself. You probably don't know me. See, I don't get out that much. I just sit in my pretty tree. Sit in my pretty tree, eating tasty bamboo. Why not then sit with me here in my pretty tree? There's room for us both, you'll see. Here in my pretty tree. Here in my pretty tree. Here in my pretty tree.
An anaconda lived in the kapok tree. It slithered down its trunk to where the man was sleeping. It looked at the gash the axe had made in the tree. It slithered down its trunk to where the man was sleeping. Then the huge snake slid very close to me.
Senor, this tree is a tree of miracles where generations of my ancestors have lived. Do not chop it down.
A troop of monkeys scampered down from the canopy of the kapok tree. They chattered to the sleeping man.
Senor, we have seen the ways of man. You chop down one tree, then come back for another and another.
The roots of these great trees will wither and die, and there will be nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy rains come, the soil will be washed away, and the forest will become a desert.
The clouds were down from the canopy. don't cut down this tree. You have to go over the rainforest and see what happens when you begin to chop down the trees. Many people settle on land. They set fires to clear the underbrush, and soon the forest will disappear. Where once there was life and beauty, now only black and smoldering branch remain.
I am not a hat, nor quite sure of that. I may be vain, I may be fat, but I am not a hat. I'm perched upon a tree, just the way a bird should be. But I can tell that what you see is a hat you make of me. Oh, sure it's true that with my feathers on you'd make a lovely sight. But it's you who's got my feathers on. What's to keep me warm at night all over for you to eat? I'll sing you songs unbelievably sweet. I'll touch your pillows with my feet. But then I really must admit I know it's true that with my feathers on you'd make a lovely sight. But if it's you who's got my feathers on, what's to keep me warm at night? And not a hat. I am a bird, you got my word on that. And though your head looks nice and flat, it's not my natural habitat. Though haberdashery would feel like home to me, for as you see, I'm not a hat.
A bright and small tree frog called along the edge of a release, and in a squeaky voice he perked in the man's ear.
Senor, a real rainforest means ruined lives. Many ruined lives. You'll leave many of us homeless if you chop from this great Kapok tree. A jaguar had been sleeping along a branch in the middle of the tree. Because his spotted coat blended into the dappled light and shadows of the understory, no one had noticed him. Now he leapt down and padded silently over to the sleeping man. He growled in his ear. Senor, the Kapok tree is too home to many birds and animals. If you cut it down, where would I find my dinner?
To the place where the jungle ends, there share a song if you can. Maybe you can, but not alone. Back path through the dark of night, something moves in the pale moonlight. Nothing more than a nice cool breeze passing through those trees, whispering
A glass-winged butterfly flew down from a branch of the tree. He whispered in the sleeping man's ear. Senor, do you know what we animals and humans need in order to live? Oxygen. And senor, do you know what trees produce? Oxygen. So if you cut down the forest, you will destroy that which gives us a life.
And he buzzed in the sleeping man's ear. Senor, my hive is in this great kapok tree, and I fly from tree to tree, and flower to flower, collecting pollen. In this way I pollinate the trees and the flowers throughout the rainforest. You see, all living things depend on one another.
bumblebees need the blossoms to make their honey sweet. Blossoms need the bees to stir up the pollen with their feet. Isn't that a nice piece of work? Isn't it amazing the way he listens? A nice piece of work, isn't it? We breathe in and we breathe out many, many times a day. We breathe out, the trees breathe in, and we send it back our way. Isn't that a nice piece of work? Isn't it amazing the way the pieces fit? A nice piece of work, isn't it? It's a perfect spinning circle. Balance on a pin. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Let it spin. All of us are children, and nature is our mother. Each of us has a purpose, so we all need one another. Isn't that a nice piece of work? Isn't it amazing the way the pieces fit? A nice piece of work, isn't it? Baby, I need your loving to make it all worthwhile. The moon shines down on the love between us, and the two of us just smile. Isn't that a nice piece of work? Isn't it amazing the way the pieces fit? A nice piece of work, isn't it? It's a perfect spinning circle. Balance on a pin.
A child from the Yanomamo tribe who lives in the rainforest knelt over to the sleepy man's ear. She murmured in his ear. Senor, when you wake, please look upon us all with new eyes. The man awoke with a start. Before him stood the rainforest child, and all around him staring were the creatures who depended upon the great Kapok tree. What wondrous and rare animals they were. The man looked about and saw the sun streaming through the canopy. Spots of bright light glowed like jewels amidst the dark green forest. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle in the air, suspended from the great Kapok tree. The man smelled the fragrant perfume of their flowers. He felt the steamy mist rising from the forest floor, but he heard no sound, for the creatures were strangely silent. The man stood and picked up his axe. He swung back his arm as though to strike the tree. Suddenly, he stopped. He turned and looked at the animals and the child. He hesitated, then dropped the axe and walked out of the rainforest. People are burning the rainforest, and they aren't planting any more trees. The forest is home to many creatures, but people are killing everything in it. People are cutting down trees and not planting anymore. Animals are losing their homes and dying. People are catching animals like birds for their feathers. Some birds die on the trip. Some of the rainforest is already flooded, and some of the rainforest is already a desert. This is medicine from the rainforest. This is rubber and tires from the rainforest. This is coffee beans from the rainforest. This is makeup from the rainforest, and this is perfume from the rainforest.
These are fruits from the trees and plants in the rainforest. This is gum from the trees and plants in the rainforest. These are nuts from the trees in the rainforest. This is chocolate from the cocoa beans on the cocoa bean trees. This is coconut oil from the trees.
I hope you liked our poster. I hope you liked our lesson. I hope you learned something at our book. How to save the rainforest. You can write a letter to your leader. Don't keep rainforest animals as pets. You can research books about the rainforest and find out what is happening to it. You can use speeches to tell people to stop cutting down the rainforest. You can plant more trees in the rainforest. The rainforest has been being cut down and people aren't planting trees for it. Many animals are in danger because of it. These are some things that you can follow and try to make a difference. We humans are cutting down the rainforest and we are the only ones who can save it. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for all coming.